still with us. Got to meet some of them moonwalkers over the last 18 years. Actually, Charlie Duke, the 10th astronaut in recorded history to walk on the moon, lunar module pilot of Apollo 16. I spent 3.5 hours with Charlie and his beautiful wife, Dorothy Duke, and his son, Tom Duke, and I gave him a 3.5-hour VIP tour of the Space Center. Now, Charlie Duke picked up the biggest rock we brought back from the moon. You can thump it up on your computer. It's called Big Muley. Big Muley. M-U-L-E-Y. Big Muley. It weighed 26 pounds Earth weight. So I asked Charlie when I was giving him a VIP tour of the Space Center, I said, Charlie, you know, I probably never will get to ride that big moon rocket up to the moon like you did. Probably not, Tommy says, probably not. I said, can you explain to me what it was like? So when I have these people on my bus from all over the world, I can give them a little idea on what it's like to ride the big Saturn V moon rocket up to the moon. He said, oh, I can do that, real easy. I said, well, tell me. He said, have you ever been on a locomotive train? I said, Charlie, matter of fact, I've been on 2 locomotive trains in my lifetime. He said, well, try to remember that experience. You're on a locomotive train, and you're going down those tracks at about 70 miles an hour. I said, I remember. And the trees, it's beautiful, but the trees are just flipping by. Flip, 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 flip. He said, try to visualize being on that train, going down those tracks at 70 miles an hour, and this, in your imagination, try to imagine every wheel on that train being square. And you got a pretty good idea on what it's like to ride that moon rocket up to the moon. He said it was vibrating so bad, he said they were supposed to be giving reports and reading gauges and stuff. He said they were just hanging on. Charlie said it actually thought it was going to vibrate in 2 before they could get out of Earth's gravitational pull. You know, when we went to the moon, when the shuttle's up there, we're orbiting the Earth, we got to orbit at orbital velocity, 17,500 miles an hour. When we went to the moon, we had to achieve escape velocity. We had to get up to 25,000 miles an hour to get out of the Earth's gravitational pull to go to the moon. Now, when we left the moon, we had to get up to 5,300 miles an hour to get out of the moon's gravitational pull so we could come back to Earth. Now, in instrumentation, we call it null. Well, one bellows will null the other bellows. They're equal. They'll nullify each other. Well, there's a place up there, NASA calls it Lagrange area, where the gravitational pull of the moon and the gravitational pull of the Earth nullify each other. They're equal. NASA has had some discussion about in the distant future possibly putting a space station right there in that Lagrange area. Charlie Duke. You know, we went to the moon 9 times. We landed 6 times. Every time we landed, we left 1 beautiful American flag on the moon. Every time. There's 6 beautiful American flags proudly left on the moon. And we brought back 6 boxes of rocks. Soil samples and moon rocks. Moon rocks are the rarest rocks on Earth. Totaling 841.6 pounds of soil samples and moon rocks. They're the rarest rocks on Earth. Now, those rocks are in vaults, most of them. Some of them on loan. Now, they're doing some research on some of them, but most of those rocks are in vaults, like the gold at Fort Knox.